Minasan, konnichiwa. Welcome to blog 2 for my sound replacement project. I'm Jacob John, your host, and like I said in the last blog, these videos, titled blogs, same title, will be a reflection of what I've completed / started, since I don't usually complete everything for some reason, so you can get an idea of what I've been doing besides all the uploads that I submit here on YouTube. If this is your first blog, I would highly recommend that you check out the first one, check the card, and you can even go back and see the project overview if you want an informal discussion on what my aims are. Without further ado then, let's jump into my timetable for the week. Hello and welcome to my project timetable. I'm never going to peak my last time's introduction to my project timetable, but it was worth a try anyway. What I was meant to do this week was Japanese composition, so J-pop composition, research for Foley, as well as voice actor research. I was also meant to do Foley, as well as a bit more Japanese composition. As for what I actually did this week, I did a lot of Japanese composition, but in terms of scoring, as well as one Japanese composition in terms of J-pop. A bit of Foley research. I finished the voice acting research, and I did a lot of research for the Japanese composition J-pop in terms of analysing tracks as well as analysing instruments and patterns within the music. You may also notice that the Foley for animation, half of it anyway, has been greyed out, as well as the video editing research has been completely crossed out. The reasons for this I will discuss later on in the blog. So why has the research for videos been crossed out? Well, using my expert deduction skills and this hack, I decided that I didn't really need the research for the video. It isn't exactly rocket science or music theory when it comes to actually putting stuff together. And since I already know how to use like DAWs, like Logic, it's very similar with the way you move around audio and put the audio on the video. I've been doing it for ages now, where I just load up iMovie and just slot in my video and then align the music with the kind of like the loudest part of the video recording. Because obviously I record the video on my phone and the amplifier is connected to my computer, so I have to sync up the music. Practical. That's how I decided I wanted to do it, rather than actually learn like theoretical on how to do it via video. The Foley document. I'm not sure why I put my hands up in the air. I haven't done much on the Foley document, but I feel like there's a reason for that. Foley, due to its nature, is it's a work in progress sort of thing. So I feel like for that document, I will add to it as I see fit, due to the fact that every Foley, every clip for a movie or an anime or whatever is unique. You need different sounds for different things. Say there was a ship, like a water sequence, so there was an ocean. You need water for that. But say you're in a desert, I don't think you need much water for that. So getting like water sound effects for a desert, unless there's a guy going over to like a pond, I don't think water would be very like useful in a desert scenario. So I feel like once I do a dive into my clip, my actual project clip, I will be able to add some more stuff to that research to make it beneficial. If that makes sense. I knocked off my hat. Why was going on a holiday great? Well, I'll tell you. I made great efforts in my work. I managed to squeeze out 2 tracks for some reason. In fact, for the first 3 days, I just kind of focused on work until David and Tom were like, "Hey, you're on holiday. I reckon you should go enjoy yourself." And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. And then I did this.
で飲み込む納豆巻きあったり触りのない儀式みたいなお世話になってます手帳を開くともう過去先輩に追い越せないランパとあ来る日も来る日も道草食って帰るが贅沢もうダンスダンスダンス誰も気づいてないゼミオスよりも言うもんならとかにもうステイステイステイした罪正義いや身につやすほど人生長くないのどうでもいいから置いてったあいつら全員同窓会ステンバイミス絶対にシャイだから騒ぎ粘った成績飛んでたなりたい自分に絡まる電柱ぼーっとしてぼーっとして苦手な僕でいいどうでも
We interrupt the scheduled broadcast for something completely different. Hey you! Have you seen my latest song cover? It's titled My Love is a Stapler from the anime K-On! I play the guitar in it, and if you haven't heard it yet, here it is now. About the song cover that I just did. So, I learnt the entire thing by tab, which is actually rather rare for Japanese songs. They're not usually in tab, but since it's a really popular anime, kind of like show, they decided to put a tab for it. I'm not sure if it's an official tab, but the tab that I use is like on ultimateguitartabs.com, which is, I don't know, it's not what I don't think it's an official tab, but it's like, it's just made and you can play it back, so yeah. I played the main guitar without some of the lead aspects, and it took me about 70 goes to get that tuck that you just saw. Not actually 70, but it took a lot of goes. I've deleted all like the outtakes that I did, but there was at least 30. And if you look back on my video, like properly, you'll see my hand was actually red. So there you go, there's some information about the song cover. And also, as of the point of recording this, it has got 41 views, which is my highest viewed video so far. But I doubt it's going to get any higher than that, so yeah, let's go. So then, how do I feel about the overall performance over the week? Considering I spent half the time in a different location on holiday, I'm rather pleased with what I achieved. Now with that being said, I do think I should have done a little more here and there. After the holiday, I kind of spent the whole week relaxing, and since I need to recover from that incident. But I do think I should have been working on the new case study a little bit. But that's not much of an issue, I don't think, as I can just do that next week. In terms of quality, I'm really chuffed and happy with the video that I put out, as well as the new tracks, because I think they captured the essence of Japanese music a lot more than the first two. I definitely see an improvement graph as the project is going along. So maybe if I keep making songs and keep making covers, I'll be just getting better and better at making music, which kind of is how learning works. Overall, I'm really happy with the progress so far, and with everything being a high quality, in my opinion. Strengths and/or weaknesses. The target last week, which was to allocate time to finding resources and videos of information, helped me no end in getting research and information for what I need to put in my documents for voice acting and Foley. In terms of weaknesses, I do think I was rather weak in getting back into the flow of things, but I think that was due to the fact that I had a week off, so I couldn't really see that coming. However, due to the notice that I did get, I was able to take my laptop with me and make tracks well over there, which was extremely vital in getting my project to the stage it is now. In terms of strengths, I've been extremely successful with how I've organised myself over the last 2 weeks, besides the tasks that I haven't done. I'm really happy with my editing and creativity and progress so far though. Then, what's going on next week? Well, aside from the work on the case studies, more practical development into Japanese popular music, with a side of voice acting practice, I'll be doing a dive into the history of Japanese music. While I don't think this might be super important to the project's success, I do look forward to researching it as I'm interested in the culture. But that's not to say I'll be doing it just for fun. It will provide a good basis and perhaps even a perspective on how to write music Nihongo style. Aside from all that, I need to catch up on my case study and do the other half of my Foley practical work, which is to do a bit of a sound recreation for the A clip of my channel. But I do think this will be a several-week practical activity on the whole, due to the nature of Foley. Although I might just fit 3 aspects and call it a day. I haven't really decided yet. After this week again, I'd probably go on holiday for 2 weeks rather than the 1 because of how productive I was. But in all seriousness, there we go, that took me 3 takes to do that. I think I did amazing this week, especially on the music production front, and it was a really nice change from all the research that I did last fortnight. Anyway, that's all she wrote, and I hope I see you next vlog, and don't forget to check out one of these videos on my side. This is the last ending thing, as well as subscribe if you haven't. And don't be afraid to ask me any questions, although I might not be able to answer them since I'm very, I don't know, all over the place. And I'll get back to you eventually. Anyway, sayonara. Is that a good ending?